Most birders do not want to take the challenge of hawkwatching because they say raptors are a very complicated challenge, but in reality, hawkwatching does benefit a birder's ability because the challenge itself helps you to learn a lot about flight pattern, general shape. Belize Raptor Research Institute is a non-profit organization here in Belize dedicated to in raptor research and also into the conservation of all raptors. And so what we are doing here is doing this research about their population, and also trying to educate people about raptor importance in the environment because they are vital into balancing nature. So raptors are very important for us, as I say, as conservationists and also for the environment. Our Hawkwatch program here, as the name says it, we're looking for raptors, basically neotropical raptors that migrate from North America going all the way to South America. And this includes kites, hawks, butios, harriers, ospreys, etc. And here we are for 8 hours out in cattle landing out in the field. And basically what we do is we count all the migrating raptors crossing through this area.
Well, the Raptor Watch is mostly to get a basic idea of what's migrating from North America, passing through here. And this project is not only for 1 or 2 or 4 years. We need to do it more than that. We need to continue like for 10, 15 years. So after this period of time, we'll be able to say what is migrating through Belize and what are the numbers.
For every hour we take readings, for example, wind speed, wind direction, temperature, barometric pressure, precipitation, etc., which also contribute to the migration of these raptors. And as I mentioned, it's for every hour that we do counts. And if you see for today, we are in the second to last hour. You see all this data we have been collecting during the day. For example, Hook Billed Kites, we have been seeing it's over 130 or so. This is a big count for the day. The raptors are coming all the way from North America because of the cold weather, the winter. Our area here is very specific because of the migration route. All these raptors use this landmark, the coast, to migrate down south. So down south here is where we get all this concentration of migrating raptors.
One of our target species is the Hook Billed Kite, which they were residents to Yucatan Peninsula. And now we have found out that these birds are actually migrating, because of the reports of the author of Birds of Belize, Lee Jones. He discovered this site here, so he basically gave us all these reports. And then when we conducted the first raptor watch in 2013, we found out that indeed Hook Billed Kites migrate through this cone site here in large numbers.
Hook Billed Kites is our targeted species, and this is very important for us because in Belize, we get to see a lot of Hook Billed Kites migrating through, and I'm proud to say that Belize, we are having the biggest amount of Hook Billed Kites migrating through.
I would say that these Hook Billed Kites would generally tend to avoid crossing large water bodies. They wouldn't cross seas, oceans, so they stick along the coast. And here at this migratory site, we see a lot of just, a multitude of these Hook Billed Kites.
To my knowledge, the Hawkwatch in Veracruz, they're having maybe like a 200 or so, while here in Belize we're having over 5,000 Hook Billed Kites. And this specific kite has a very paddle-shaped wings, fairly long tail, and this, as I said, it's our targeted species. So we try to get more metadata on them. For example, male, female, their morph, age, etc. Throughout the season, we sometimes get up to 8,000 Hook Billed Kites, and this have been referred back to Dr. Lee Jones. So this have become our focal species, and we are trying to answer all these questions regarding all this research that we are doing. And we want to know where they're coming from and also where they're going to. This year we managed to extend our invitation to Belizean students, Belizean interns, and this is through a certification program where we provide a stipend for them for 20 days out in the practical field, and also which we did 1 week in class training. We have basically around 20 interns. Our focus is to train more Belizeans into Hawkwatch and also into raptor identification. I am really happy to have Belizeans this year at our Hawkwatch. We have seen a lot of interest. They are applying in, their ability to learn their interests, and I'm really happy because apart from us benefiting as an organization, they themselves as birders will benefit, and this is one way that they can enhance their skills not only in general birding but into Hawkwatch. So we are happy because we have seen big progress in them, their dedication as well.
It's an awesome thing to see the people that are involved. For example, we're watching birds all day, and we do have visitors that randomly come to the site, and you know they're inquisitive. They ask us, what are we doing? You know, why are we doing this? And it's fulfilling to pretty much satisfy their curiosity as to why did they come here, and have them know that, you know, we are working together.
As well, we get, you know, like school visits, you know, the local school that we have here in Kalanin village, the kids, they like to come, you know, and you know, ask us about what we are looking at, you know, or what we are seeing, and we tell them raptors, we show them, you know, in the scopes of the BRRI have Hook Billed Kites, Mississippi kites, and these kids, you know, are really interested, so we try to educate them. They are the future of this, you know, country. They are the future leaders as well, and if they protect, you know, the forest, the little bit of forest that we have here along the coast, in the future we are able to see these raptors migrating through here.
Since I came out here, I met employees of the Belize Raptor Research Institute, which was a great opportunity for me. As I learned from them and spending time out in the field, I mean, me being I would say an apprentice birder, I could always cross-reference with their experience and what they know. Yeah, it's something kind of like a mentorship kind of deal that is, it's really a privilege to be a part of. From an environmental perspective for conservation, I would say that it's important to pretty much monitor the migratory behavior of these animals. That's to say, we have different pressures that's building up from different areas, global warming, that's a big thing.
There's not much conservation on raptors down here, and this we are trying to make a difference out here to, as I said, know the population, also to educate people about raptors. So in a whole set, raptors are important for us because we admire them a lot. It's very important for us. We love, you know, the challenge of IDing raptor. Also because, you know, they have unique characteristics like flight, the way that they feed, etc. We are trying to educate people about conservation, awareness, bring awareness to them. And also we have had unusual sightings, rare sightings at this place here, which is not recorded elsewhere in the country. So being here into Catalan and doing this Hawkwatch, we are contributing to the country's data.